Hi.
Hello,
Oh my god. You have so much joy.
energy.
I'm Max, neutral designer, co-owner of Les Garçons, and I am a runner.
Oh, I
Yes,
am
you asked me to say
running.
it.
um, Hi, I'm Vincent. I'm a yarn dyer, corner of the Garçons, and I learned my lesson from last week, or not last week, last episode. And I'm wearing a white shirt.
Hi, White.
Hi, white.
Just quick. I was saying I'm a runner only because the app we're using is called Runkeeper, and she's always saying like, you have to say your motto when you're running. It's like, I'm a runner.
I'm
Say out
running.
loud. Yes.
I'm a runner. Yes. So
So welcome to an episode that was way overdue. We took some time off this summer, so
yes.
we're back. Cheers.
Cheers. What are we drinking? We're drinking just pink lemonade.
Yes, but in a
From
fancy glass with fancy lemon. But it's
yes, we made it fancy,
yeah, we've
but
we're
it comes in a can.
yeah we are living our teenage life. We're buying like old things we used as a teenager, and those cans. I've never made any juice from it since the last time I was 16. Did you make
I
them
don't
as an
know.
adult or
No,
so?
my mom used to buy them.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, first up, we spent a weekend away in Boston as a vacation. We spent 3 or 4 days. I think it was three, four, four.
We spent 4 days.
4 days total.
We were away for 4 days. Came back on the 5th. We spent 2 nights in Boston, and then we went to Rhode Island.
We went to visit Skein Yarn Shop. It's a lovely yarn shop that has our yarn. It wasn't a trunk show or anything. We just wanted to show up and say hi and visit the shop. Doing a vacation, but a little bit of work. And before we went there, we went to Boston. When we landed, we went directly to the aquarium because we realized it's something we quite love to do
Yeah.
in different places, especially the one that specialize into preservation. How do
Conservation.
conservation?
Yeah. They have it's like a non-profit aquarium that is focused on conservation, and there was another word that I put in the newsletter, but rescue. I don't know, it was not rescue, but anyway, basically they make sure all the fish are well. Yeah.
And the mammals, not just
And the mammals.
But when we entered, the fun thing is
Oh yes, there were
you
seals.
and penguins. Like, did you forget the
Well,
penguins?
that's a bird. It's not a mammal, but it's also not a fish. So you kind of were right as well.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't forget the penguins.
But they were really adorable, and when we
Yeah.
walk in, they were just there, and yeah. So we went in Boston. We ate really amazing food. The
Yeah.
city was amazing. It was extremely calm, extremely, but still lively at the same time. We felt safe everywhere. We walked a lot. We went to MIT. I learned what the M in MIT means. And then where did we go? Oh, we've been to Gathered Here. Was the name of it? What or Gathering Stitches? Gathered Here.
Or just gathered.
Gathered maybe.
Or gathered.
And I
here.
was here. I don't know.
Let me check because
It's a wonderful craft store, and it's not just knitting. It's like embroidery, sewing. It was amazing. Like, I wanted to buy everything that was there, even though I'm just knit, but I wanted to bring back like a tapestry kit, but I know I will never do it. But it was just so amazing. I really love that store. We've been able to go and watch the season finale of RuPaul Drag Race All Star in a gay bar where there was a viewing party. It was just like 5 minutes from our hotel. Even a guy that was there just came to our table and said like, "Hi, I just want to say I love your knitting patterns. Like, wow, this is so crazy.
It's called Gather Here, and
Gather
it's in
here.
Cambridge.
It was an amazing shop. And then we left and went to Rhode Island, where we meet up with the guys from Needles at the Ready. We spent the whole day at the shop. We then went to have some really good Italian food. I really want to spend.
Was it Italian?
Was it an Italian place that they brought us?
I, maybe.
I think that's what they said. Oh no, it was a seafood place. It
It was
wasn't
seafood, but there was some Italian stuff,
because I think
like
it
the
was sold out
bruschetta.
as an Italian place.
Anyway, very good food.
Yeah, very good food. We didn't spend enough time in Rhode Island to experience the whole city, but I would see myself renting like a summer house there just for a week or something. It was so warm, and we didn't even get to go to see beaches and stuff.
You
So
would see yourself.
I would see myself in Rhode Island. It was amazing, like the kind of vacation we needed, but didn't know we needed. Like everything
Yes.
was perfect, and even on the day before we left, we went to see Deadpool
Oh
and
yes.
Wolverine at the
What
theater.
did we do?
What did we do?
It
It
was
was so funny, like really fan service movie after many duds, one from Marvel. So it was a lovely experience. So
uh,
Boston, you will see us back, back,
uh,
back.
what
Come
were
on,
you saying?
I'm not listening.
Hello. And then we came back for
Like a
how
week and a
long?
half,
Like a
two
week and a
weeks.
half, not even. And it was Flock already, and that's mostly why we didn't record anything after we came back. Is because we were so busy. We were vendors at Flock in Seattle. It was the second year of the event. First year was, I think, I believe,
Last year.
outside the city, in some kind of like airport hangar. But this year was right downtown Seattle in the Seattle Convention Center in the Summit building, a new building. And the venue was incredible.
And ginormous. I've never seen anything that big.
Ginormous, incredible. We went to at the end throw away boxes in the basement, and that was that was crazy. Like I've never seen. It was like loading docks after loading docks. Like I don't know. Like there were about I'd like at least 20. I don't know, but all of the vendors who had a van were like all lined up, and they could all like be parked and load out like
The convention center
calmly.
is as big as a
Yeah,
city in Quebec. Like
yeah.
it was that big.
And then like the vending space, like the exhibitor space was also like very big. The ceilings were, I don't know, 50 feet high.
You're not kidding.
Like it was like, yeah. So it was a beautiful place. Lots of natural light. Lots of people came.
But the way that all the booths were set up, there were a lot of space for everyone to
Yeah,
walk in. All our booths were quite a big space. It just felt like from the minute we walk in, from just as welcome to all the vendors, there was such a positive mood the whole weekend. Even though
yeah.
it was really busy, people weren't trampling each other. It was just like
Oh my God.
kindness was the whole feeling throughout. Like we received a lot of love from you guys, which was just amazing. All the vendors were helping each other. Because when we set up
Yes.
everything,
Thank you to everyone who witnessed our.
yeah. But just before,
Okay.
so we shipped all our yarn in boxes, but we borrowed some grid wall from Nancy from Trilogy Yarn, and she was really kind to help us set up and borrowing that. But at the end of the day, well,
Well, it was
everything
the
was
first time we were using grid
yeah,
walls. Um, for like in that fashion, like we have,
smaller one.
yeah, we have two here that we use are the feet for, but then um, Nancy doesn't use the feet, like she plays the thing in a particular way. And then we place everything, and just before we were about to leave and saying like we're done for the day, I just pulled like a little bit on the grid, and then it started like boop.
With the thing
with
the
like
divider of the booth from
yeah,
everywhere. So we,
with the curtain rods, like everything, like every. I nearly well, it would have fallen all on me because I pulled on it. So, but then we did physics and math.
but like we panicked, but then we everyone helped. Like someone gave us feet for the grid
Yeah,
wall, someone else gave us extra grid wall in case we get like everyone started to help,
yeah,
which
come
was
together, and
so kind.
I, um, I mean, it was just like bits of wood from a pallet, broken wood from a pallet, but I went to Sorella, which was like just the aisle, like just the aisle behind us or in front of us, and I stole some of her, like some bits of broken pallet that she had. Um,
Just to make everything more even
yeah,
because it was
well,
like
and
carpet.
solid as well
Yeah.
because it was like solid. It was carpet, but we figured it out. Nobody died. We had too much yarn. We just put almost all of the yarn that we had was on those walls. So as soon as the people started buying the yarn,
It helped.
it
So thank you.
thank you. It just yeah, it got lighter and it got fine.
It's just when those things happen and you're not at home where you have all your little thing to fix it, we sort of like
Yeah,
went into a little panic mode and then it was all okay. The whole weekend was really, really smooth.
yeah. The 2 days the festival, brilliant. Lots of you people love the bags.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have one left.
Yes, we're
Like,
supposed to have one because it's the one I kept for the photos. I don't know where it is.
well, we might have to do an auction for it because a lot of people wrote and said, "Oh, I forgot the bag. If you have bags left after, I cannot go to Flock. If you have bags left after,
And it was just a simple tote with my illustration on it. I was
yeah,
it was just not an afterthought, but something that I thought would go with free with purchase. But then I think the pun was fun and the illustration was pretty, so people
yeah."
wanted to buy it. So a big thank you, and I'll know it for the next time
We'll
to do the
have
same
more
thing, but have
next time.
more.
Yes. The dates are actually already out.
Yeah, they've announced it this week. Is it 5 to
Um,
8 August?
yeah, August 5th, no, 8th to the 10th.
So it is the kind of event that is worth traveling to.
Yeah.
A lot of vendors were really cool. I feel like things were highly curated this year. I wanted to buy something from every booth. Everyone
Yeah.
brought something special or were like launching something for the event. I went crazy because we spent a lot of time at our booth working, but then when we wanted like a little time off, I went for a walk and I came back with something each time.
Yeah. And in a good Vincent fashion, I didn't buy anything.
But I'm buying for two.
But then I stole some that I don't know if we're going to show. Are we going to show
What
it?
did you steal?
The spin cycle that I'm going to design with.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't brought my purchases with me, because I didn't want to be shamed. But
Well, I'll
well,
show it when I start it anyway.
yeah,
So
you're gonna see one of the things. I've already started with something that I brought there, and and on Sunday when we finished, we went to Arrow from Arrow Knits and Pearl. I've asked her like where should we go eat, and she suggested Monsoon. It was such a good restaurant. The food was amazing. What?
I it's such a good restaurant.
We just loved it. It was like sort of in a
Small plates.
small plates, but
But
like,
big plates.
yeah.
Big, like they say small plates, but they were big plates.
I think it's American small plate.
Yeah.
It's a normal plate.
Normally you go to like a small plates place and they suggest like 2 to 3 per person. But the guy was like, no, kind of like just one per person and then you can all share. So yeah, that's what we did. It was very good. It was Vietnamese and Pan Asian. I think it's how they describe themselves. Um, Fun fact, I we got the place, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, yeah, there's a place, there's space for 5 at 6:30. We can go. Great. And then as we were driving, I received a text confirmation saying, please confirm your reservation for tomorrow, Monday. Like, Oh
Mm,
no.
oh no.
Oh no. So we didn't have a reservation, but we still got in. We sat at the bar. Very great cocktails too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, we stayed the whole weekend with the Carmen's from a Walcott Yarn because we shared a booth. And we stayed with Carmen, her partner, and Susan. And the house was quite cool. It was really like a small house, but since the city house, they had like a 4-story high um, house. And then on the last day,
Korean rooftop. Yeah.
yeah, on the last day, we've been able to go on the rooftop with like all the little fairy lights and have champagne to celebrate the whole weekend. So it was
Yes.
magical.
It was magical. So we're back.
Oh, just one thing.
No?
What did we do on Monday?
What did we do on Monday?
Beep, beep.
Oh, I drove a
Yes.
pickup truck.
Bah, bah. Sorry.
Um, we fun fact that you don't know because I just saw it today earlier. Um, on the invoice, it said what I booked was a standard car,
Okay.
and then the category that was rented to me, the category is called cool cars. Yes.
Mm. Oh, is this
It was
why
a
it was red too?
I don't know.
Cool
It was a
cars.
cool car. So well, we were invited to see the spin cycle
Mill.
mill and dye house and all the things in Bellingham, Washington. So that's north of Seattle, almost at the Canadian border, and it's a very cute little town.
The scenery was very
Yeah,
Canadian. It was really Vancouver, Squamish, more than Seattle is.
yeah.
The like the big
It
trees
was
and
like as we were driving, I kept saying like, well, I kept thinking, like, where are
this is
the
too big.
Rockies? Like, what? Why is? And then we just before we got there, we got in the Rockies and in the mountains, and it was like, oh, Canada, love you. Um, yeah. So went there. We had rented a car near in the place near the Airbnb. And when we got there, said, "You have a choice of an electric vehicle or a pickup truck." And I was like, "I kind of don't like
When you don't know the
when
city, it's
yeah."
hard to go and find places to.
We've had an electric vehicle when last time we were in Vancouver and Squamish for a week, and then we kind of figured out after a while what to do. But we don't have one. There's no place to charge it. Like, you have to charge it at specific places. I didn't want to bother. I chose a pickup truck, and we had like a big Dodge Ram pickup truck.
And the mill was amazing. It was fun to see how the yarn is made. This was her second time visiting a mill, and it was fun to see the little quirks of each of them have, and see how the braids are like dyed and how different they look from what I spin. I spin way too small to make something looking like a spin cycle yarn. And so I went crazy and bought like a ton of spin cycle because we went to the mill, but then afterward we needed to go to the shop and
Yeah,
just see what the shop looked like. And imagine like walls and walls of spin cycle where you can select the one you love. Yeah, spent hours there. And then we came back home with spin cycles.
yes. The guy at the customs in Canada was like, "Have you brought anything back?
Yarn.
Your spin cycle?" Yeah. So
That was pretty much it. It was a busy summer for us,
yeah,
but also a fun one. Well, I feel like we didn't. I
it
didn't
was a
feel
great
like.
summer.
Yeah, I didn't feel like. You know when you're like, I want to spend more time outside, or each year we have that. This
Yeah.
year,
Well, no, it's raining in gray, so we can spend some time out
yeah.
inside.
Yay.
And yeah, we also missed the rainstorm.
Yeah,
We were in Seattle, so it was
there was a big flood,
yeah,
and
big flood, 200 millimeters in less than 24 hours. So Montreal was underwater, but we were good. All our stuff is good. That's it. So it was, sorry, it was air and light. It was a very busy summer, a very bright summer, but very busy. And
We actually have a broad colorway, just
yes.
Toot.
So I have accomplished nothing since last episode.
Oh, knitting wise.
Well, knitting wise,
Yeah.
but some things, but it was also done by the time we filmed last episode, so really I didn't accomplish much, apart from running a very good show at Flock. But
Well, like I did a calendar today,
yeah,
so plenty of things will come in fall.
yes. But we are done with the Mysterious City. We're gonna reveal the last colorway that was sent.
Yeah, because the last colorway was sent like the week of the last episode, which is why we didn't
we didn't show
show
it.
it.
So this is the first month as a kind of recap. Little blue, Mysterious Pigeon, and then we have Mysterious Beaver. That brown.
It's really pretty.
It needs to be put on British.
Brr.
That, and then boop. This is Mysterious Raccoon. That's Cora's Reef. It's the color of his bow tie. And then you have like a very fun. Sorry, there's like kind of a thing on my face. So in the camera, there's like a thing. So I'm like, you don't see it. So it's a gray, very tonal gray. You can see like here, there's a little bit more dark than here, and then a bunch of dark black speckles. Yeah.
Something that really ties all the colors together.
Yeah. And then you have a little orange cone progress keeper, a little reminder of Montreal with all the constructions. And it also comes with a pen that I didn't bring. A little raccoon with a bow tie.
And a little sticker.
Yeah. So,
So this is you're able to do like a whole sock out of each month. You could also make like a shawl with it because all the colors are always designed to go together. So
yeah, you know what I was thinking the other day, but I don't know if it's doable. But to sell it as like instead of like a sock set, but or maybe give the options for some people to have like full skeins.
Of the
So they would have like full skeins of the
meaning
of the contrasting colors, so that you could end up with 6 skeins and then make like a big
Vertices Unite.
Vertices Unite, or like Stephen West shawl, or
if you collect them and you get them every month, I'm pretty sure Westnet is going to do a mystery knit along this year too. These one works amazingly for it because depending if you need just one of each, but
yeah. So that was that club.
And the next club
has been announced, and there's still some.
Yeah, we have a few quantity left. It's really like last few days for a chance to get it. It is called Mysterious Garden.
Boop, boop.
It was really a way for me to draw nice flowers because it's always fun.
That's right.
The colorways, we really wanted to do something that I feel like was ready to be like fall theme, autumn theme, because this one will be sent
September, October, and November.
Yeah.
So very fall. You have a little hare. I think her name is Harriet.
I think that is the
name them.
Yeah.
And then there's Maurice the mole. And then there's Hugh. Yeah, I think it's Hugh the hedgehog over here. If you go on the website, you'll see the bigger
illustration, all the description of the story behind it.
Yeah. There's like bunch of flowers, red,
I
white,
really
yellow.
wanted to do something with that mustard. It's a
Yes.
colorway that feel like a bit 70s, but still really trendy and modern. I've seen like big jackets for women that are really like this colorway, and it photographs like amazing.
And
Um,
also, we have to change our mini sweet
yeah, and
because
we'll
the
buy the yeah.
because the powder, the pigment, is discontinued. So we're on the last run of it. We might just copy it with other pigments if we can, but just in case.
Or just rework like a mini sweet 2.0,
Yeah,
something like that.
but just in case we have another mustard over here.
Like Vincent said, this we have a few quantities left. It's our last Mysterious Club of the year. The next thing will be our holiday box. So if you want to grab a little sock
Yeah,
set,
club before
yep,
then
go ahead. It's on the website. It's always fun to do. Like I've the
yeah.
pins. Oh, it's the first time that we're doing
Oh,
a colorful pins. So more than just black and white and copper. I've decided to try out to see
yeah.
what they will look like with
First,
ink,
first
different ink.
colored element, animal pits.
They're really
Animal
cute.
pits. They're really cute. So, um, we actually have basically found the colorways.
Yeah,
We
we
just
have the whole
we
the
just
test.
have we just have to dye them. So
And since I said the words, I'll just say our holiday box. We're doing one this year too,
yes,
but ours will be on sale in September, at the end of the month, not before. Is it that or October?
the
September,
beginning of October.
beginning of October. We always try to keep it as far as we can in the year so that
Hmm.
it's close to the holidays and that you
Yeah,
feel like you're thinking about shopping for Christmas. So we're always waiting, or the holidays, we're waiting for that time. But
we yeah.
illustration is done. We know exactly what we're making. We're just like
As
sitting on it, being like, when is it time?
I'm actually ordering some of the minis
Yeah,
this week because we want to make sure we have enough.
so fun.
So that's it. That was the dyeing part of the what have we finished, and then
So
off to the
knitting.
Max show
Yeah, because I've
because
made a lot. But
I haven't done anything.
this one is cheating though. But this is the For Fox Sake sweater. It has been re-released. If you've already purchased the pattern, you're getting a free upgrade directly sent to your inbox. You just need to update the pattern on Ravelry. Otherwise, it is available for purchase too. So this was my first design that I did. Did I look? 2007? Does it make sense?
No,
No, 2008.
teen,
Hmm? 18. Oh yeah,
2018.
2008. No, I wasn't even knitting back then. Yeah, so it's a re-release pattern. The first one was made using matte Tosh, and this one is using British DK from Les Garçons, our yarn. The main colorway is Meredith's Gray. The blue is
Edith's Butler.
it's
Well, Mater's Gay because it was the unofficial
yeah.
flock colorway.
We didn't go to Seattle Grace. Forgot.
No, it's not called the Graceland Memorial
Oh.
unless it's changed again.
The white is natural. The orange is Cargis Ochre. And yep, the difference between the original one is I've made the back shaping right after the neck. So you see the extra space for fabric here. My original version was made right after. I thought it was prettier back then, but I've realized that this sweater has often been made and gifted to someone, and when you don't have the extra fabric at the back, the recipient didn't really know which side to put it on because the neckline was the same. You had to put like a little tag here so that you know it. So I just decided to change that. I've made some modification in the grid just as a little bonus because I just wanted to make it even prettier. Our grading is now more similar to the way we grade now. Same thing for the way we write the pattern. It's just
Yeah,
we've elevated it to our standard now. It and I really did enjoy knitting it, and it feels like I know it's been ages since the first one, but I really um, became way better at stranded color work,
Yeah.
tension wise and look wise. And I do feel like this yarn um, is a better choice for it, as the original one
Then
was
Merino Superwash.
merino with
Yeah.
superwash, but the DK was sort of like heavy DK, and I think the way I was knitting, my row gauge was okay, but my round gauge, no,
Your stitch gauge was okay, but your row gauge.
yeah. So I forgot. My stitch gauge was okay, but my row gauge was a bit more droopy. So I think my original, the foxes were like more like boo.
Yeah.
And this one, I feel like the illustration is more prettier.
Yep.
So there you go. It is now available on Ravelry and our website. So you can
Entertain.
well about I changed my
And next.
and next. So last time I've shown you this, which is a nice hat design that I've made. It is called Floral Around. Floral Around. It is mostly 3 colors per row, but it is a really easy to memorize pattern, so it does make it easy to do. Um, I've made it using Chris's Pine Green for the main color, Cora's Reef for the pink, and Aleks Snowfield for the
white
white
background. It's not. It's like a very
muted
light blue gray.
But next to these 2 colors, it does look white. But
Yeah.
by itself, it has a shade to it.
You can see it's not.
Oh yeah, next to your white shirt.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something that goes with it, so I made this adorable cowl. I just love the pattern, the little flowers, and it's like a nice matching set.
Put it on.
Hmm?
Put it on.
Yeah, well, I'll just show the side first. So I like to do the cowl that aren't completely rectangular. So I've had a little sort of slip stitch in the middle where you increase on both sides for the motif to be added.
Okay.
There's a folded border both sides. If you make a sorry, I'll just there you go. I'll just switch. So even though it's squish as a cowl, you still get to see like hint of flowers.
Yeah.
I've made it so that if you buy, for example, one of the kits we're gonna make, or any type of yarn, you will need 1 skein for the white, 1 skein for the pink, and 2 for the green, and you'll be able to make both. Both items, and you will even have enough to make the pom pom, which is like the equivalent of a whole skein, and you can make it smaller if you want. But it is not out yet, but it will be out at the end of the month. So I think even before the next episode. So depending on when you're watching it, you might be able to see it. So this is Floral Along, and this is Floral The Way. I went extremely pun.
But I mean, I'm not too sure. Floral The Way, fine. Floral Around. You have to see it like Floral Around.
Yeah, it just needs to be better at saying.
Yeah.
So there you go. Finish this one. And
congrats.
Thank you. Gotta have to say, I love easy repetition for color work. Like this one flew out of the needle just because I was really into doing it.
Next.
Do you want to see something else?
Yes.
Do you want to see me dance?
No.
Okay. I was really, after doing something really colorful, I wanted to do something again with some fall vibes. Maybe because we received the pins and I like the colors of the next club. I decided to do another mosaic knitting shawl, but this time something that would feel like in the 70s. Like this to me, I think my grandmother had something with a similar fabric to it framed on the wall. I don't know why we
We need
were
to talk
framing.
about that float.
Yeah, there's one extra long one. Um, it is mosaic knitting, so you only use one strand per row. And the main color is our fluff in Cold Rain. And all the colors here are Issachar Dvini. No, Jensen, the DK one.
Jensen.
Jensen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the name of the colors because these one are numbers, and numbers are useless for colors.
Yes.
So, but we'll make kits when it's gonna be out too, so you'll be able to find it. I'll show you the wrong side, which I find really interesting. You have extremely long floats, so if it's not something you like to do, don't do it. Otherwise, I find them really, really cool. I love the combination of a sticky yarn like the fluff with a non-superwash yarn that has some grip because the floats really don't move in the back. So you won't really have to feel like you can have your fingers go through it. And to make sure what I did after blocking it, I went with a hot iron and some steam and I steamed it directly on it just to give it like a little felting so that it even stays.
Yeah, not
I
not
didn't burn it.
felting, but just yeah,
Just
an extra
yeah,
grip.
to it. You have a little I-cord here on the side with some garter stitch, another I-cord here. Um, I'm really happy with it. It really has some groovy vibes. I like to put it just a bit
Groovy.
sideways on this side. And this way. There you go.
It's very cute.
Thank you. And we have skeins in 50 grams for Jensen, so it makes it really easy to have like a shawl set that isn't too
Yeah,
expensive.
you don't need. It's not four full skeins plus whatever
Yeah,
you need fluff. Do you take more than two fluff?
I think it was two fluff, maybe two and a half, but I think it's only two. Um, that's what I like about designing with 50-gram skeins. You get to use even more colors that you would in another type of project. You could also easily make it with anything from your personal stash. Uh, yeah, so it is not out yet. It's gonna go into test knitting this week. Um,
You will.
it was just some, yes.
Okay.
Actually, in the past, it's gonna go on Tuesday.
Ah,
um, yeah, I fluff for a shawl is just fun because it's really breathable and fluffy
and light.
and light. What did you finish?
Nothing. But we have a new shop sample. It's called the Saar vest by Aleks Byrd, our friend Aleks. This was knitted by her mom, Reet. Look how pretty. It's in the original pattern. There's only one secondary color, and it's spin cycle. So it does fade, but this one we used our British Sport all the way. So you have Alex's red squirrel friend, an homage to the designer, and then we have Edith's Butler and Natural, and you have like a bunch of little Estonian, I want to say kinuvits, which are little braids over here on the shoulders, so you can see that thing, a little color work motif, and it is steeked as well, So the opening, right?
I don't know.
Yes, you can see.
Yep.
Um, so the neck opening is teak, and the sleeves as well. Just confirming. Yeah, so you can do like the color work all in the round, which is very good. So we have that new in the shop, and then we have made.
And I'll just say it's really pretty because she made a little sketch before having this one made by her mom, where she could add the second colorway, and I feel like this is really Estonian to have the top of the sweater this like a different colors, and it'll at the bottom too. I think
Yeah.
it's just an amazing, uh, um,
Addition.
addition to her collection of these one. Because Aleks, when she makes a sweater, she makes like 7 of them. So like, I really like this one.
So we have kids. This is the original with Aleks, Edith, and Natural, and then we have kind of the same vibe, but then the main color would be Chris's pine green, and then you have Aleks and Twyla, and then one oh
Yeah.
Max and Jill are lovers. They go so well together.
Yeah.
And then with Natural as well. And finally, a little one here with Ellie, Cardi, and Twyla.
For the kids, we made 4 of them. I really went into, again, autumn, fall colorways. I feel like this has like a nice classic vibe that can be worn just by itself or go on under a nice
Yeah, like a
blouse,
white shirt.
or even just like bluish, beige, whatever, classic. So thank you, Reed. It's really
And we'll see them soon. They're coming to Montreal.
yes.
Yay. See you soon.
See you soon. Please, Vincent, show me what you've been working on.
Well, I mean, there's been some progress.
A lot of progress.
Sorry, this bag is all. It's beginning to be a little small for the project, but I've kept on going on my test knit for knitting for Olive, and I'm will be very happy when it's done.
Like
Because I'm-
85% done? 80? You don't have much left for that.
No, I mean, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow night I'll be done with the other sleeve.
The texture is really cool.
So since last time, I finished the body
Yada yada.
and then the one sleeve. You can see all the bits hanging again. What happened here? Oh well. So yeah, I can put it on actually. You can see.
Yeah, I did try it last night.
Yeah, Max tried it last night. I'm using shorties, so that's, but they're larger than my underarm.
And when I tried it yesterday, I'm like, oh, it's hot. But then after a few moments, I feel like it was a warm day, but it does really look and feel like it breathes a lot.
Yes. So this is the sweater. You can see now. Should throw that back in.
You still have the neck to do, which is why it's that large.
Yeah. So still have the neck to do. It's a bigger neck. It's like a. Did I put it? Yeah, put it okay. Right side. So it's a large like, how do you say that? Turtleneck,
Mm.
kind of. Um,
Folded or?
no, and I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do that. Um, so I did the sleeves, but um, in the mods that I did, so I did, like I mentioned, basically changed, rewritten my size. I did 8 rounds fewer before splitting, so that the yoke finishes like here, where it fits well for me. And then I think I made it a little bit longer than what it says in the pattern as well, which I find strange because the other one looked long, but that I don't remember for the total length. But then it might be because their yoke was like about an inch and a half lower, then you need less
Mm-hmm.
body because I don't know if it's that. Probably. And then the sleeve stop. And then I also made the sleeves smaller by about an inch and a half as well. But it still gives me like, I don't know if I can.
When you made the swatch, did you see if it blooms a bit or it stays pretty much the same?
What swatch?
Oh, never mind.
What swatch? Well, I mean, uh, a top-down sweater you can like see quickly
Mm-hmm.
if you're like on gauge or not, um, and because it knits kind of tightly, it won't
Grow that
grow
much.
that like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have space to grow that much. Like it's kind of tight for the gauge, so I'm pretty confident.
And just because you're speaking about gauge and growing, when you do something like mosaic knitting, block it and really stretch it. Mosaic knitting tends to have like more like a shrinked fabric, but it will take a better space place once it's blocked and stretched. Better than it will move more than
Stranded.
wood. Yeah, thank you. That was
Wood,
complicated
wood,
for no
wood.
wood wool.
So yes, that's it. I'm pretty pleased now with the fit and length and everything. I also made the sleeve shorter a little bit, which is unusual because I usually make longer sleeves. But the sleeve was like 19 inches before
The palm.
the ribbing,
Okay.
and I normally do 19 inches with ribbing, so that's what I did. 19 inches with ribbing. Yeah, that's it.
It's really pretty.
Thank you. So I'll do the other sleeve the same. That's easy. But then I'll work on the neck. I don't know if I'm gonna do the full thing. I'm probably gonna do it, try it, and see if I like it or not. But one thing I'm gonna do is also add a little bit more length at the back because I there's some, but it's
Mm-hmm.
so
The neck is like the bolt one that I've made. It's like,
yes,
okay, I like it. It is different. Because as a
yes,
guy
but
that used to have like fabric that stays here, but look-wise, it's really cool. So I think it's gonna depend on if you want it to look more fancy with the little
we'll
neck
yeah
or everyday sweater with just a.
yeah I don't know.
I would say try the long
It's
one
pretty
just to
one.
see.
Well, I'll try it and then I can rip it back to
Yeah,
this short one if I don't like it because short one is shorter, right?
and that's the fun of knitting. It's trying things to see if you like
Yep.
it or not.
So that's it.
Congrats.
I'm gonna show the fit standing up. Fits well. Like the ease. I'm very anxious to block it. I've not even steamed it yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
surprise. Then I'll try it too.
Hair
There you go.
reveal.
Hair reveal.
Um,
Hold on. Oh, and I lost some stitches.
I have my next whip in, oops, and my favorite bag, which is the Heidenheimer just tote.
We have some coming.
Whee! And seriously, so good. And I've been using it a lot, and it kept its shape. So there's currently a old-fashioned along, which is a knit along for the old-fashioned cardigan that I released in August. There's still time to join if you want to join. The goal was to finish it by the time of Rhinebeck. If you want to wear it on the heel, because I'm going to be there, and Vincent's going to be there too. If you're not
Okay.
coming, you can still just make
Oh
it
yeah, I have one.
and have one made. And there's a Ravelry group where you can see people's question or even just where they're at in the pattern, colorways that they've chosen. And since mine was made like last year, because it took us a while to just like get it done, I felt like knitting another one. I've knit myself two single malt already, and I just wanted to knit myself another one. We've had, was it 7 skein, 8 skein? Of
I think it was just the right number, just 7.
7 skein of a test that we've made. We tried to do Max's camo dyed on the British Aran, but the Aran, not the Aran, the British doesn't take the dye the same way a superwash yarn would. So instead of doing the black spots like you would do for a camo, Max's camo, it just made like a little glaze over it.
Yeah.
It is absolutely stunning, but just not what we wanted. But 7 skein is exactly what I need to make an old-fashioned cardigan. So I've stolen it, and I've knit a lot on it. We can put it on. Uh, Again, really fun construction. I love my red version, but green is my color, but it does look good with the. So here it is. It's just a bit darker than Max's khaki that we have in the store right now, but you would see when you look closely at little flecks of black, but without having it being too intense, or it doesn't even pull or anything. It just, you see it sometimes. Can you see it? Did I make a mistake?
Yeah. No.
No? Okay.
Well, there's like
Are you trying to find the black little...
there's a black thing. Yeah, I was wondering what it was. I don't know if it's just anyway.
Oh no, it's the fold from my...
No. Oh well.
I'll look into it later to
Yes.
see if I find this annoying or not. So it has a folded collar where the back shaping is. It's a raglan construction. I've divided for the sleeve already. I have a good chunk of the body done. At first, I really wanted to just separate for the body and put the body on hold and make the sleeve, but I started a new skein for it, so I just went into knitting it. And this was actually my project in the plane because the flight was like 6 hours, and I just felt like this is mindless, easy to do. So I've knitted like a good chunk the whole time. My plan is to wear this version for Rhinebeck so that I feel like I have a new sweater to show off. So
You can interchange.
or do reveals and just like, ooh, red, black. Yeah, so after I have the 2 sleeve left, and this is something that you pick up afterward to do the little bands. Will you add some zippers finally to yours? Or because it's a question I'm getting often.
Yes. When I find one, I just
I'll add it. And the bands in the middle really meet. And the fact that they're folded, you could really hide an invisible zipper. I've never made that before, but you could easily.
Oh, I don't know if it
add
would
one.
be invisible, but it would be a zipper.
But usually when there's, can you?
No, an
It might not be
invisible.
invisible.
Yeah, an invisible zipper is like really invisible.
Because right now there's an invisible zipper.
No, there's no zipper.
Yeah, invisible. Who says it's
Okay.
not there? Hey, hey. All right, so that's what I've worked on
Yes.
for this.
One of
What?
one
Yeah.
of the things.
Oh, again, it's yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, this is not a design. It was just again another travel project that I brought with me. This one was what I've worked on at in Boston. Sorry, there's traffic. This is from one of the monthly clubs of Woolens and Nush. I'm not sure if it's a monthly club, but the colorway is Ebbs and Flow. I think I've made that's everything I've knit while we were in Boston, and I've put the sock back on to knit the toe, no, the heel. I've made a placement for an afterthought heel, and I've just added the yarn to it. Never tried to continue it so far. It's a wonderful yarn to work with. It's like a heavy fingering. These socks are really sturdy. Simple vanilla sock, toe up, tubular cast off, really easy. I do mine in magic loop, that's what I prefer. And I've actually got myself a set of
Toe up.
Chiagu needle that aren't interchangeable because I was always trying to steal my little cable to do something else. So it's my only set of set needles for my socks. So I thought it was quite fun. This is what it looks like in a ball before. Yep.
Yep.
Easy. Woolens and Nush, best
Yep.
sock yarn. Yep. Okay, and last thing.
Yep.
Yep. Spin Cycle Yarn released a colorway for Flock, and it's not available as a normal colorway. I brought it back home because I fell in love with it, and I had to ship other ones because of a design, but it has mostly like really dark green, but the one that I got has were on the brown sides to it, and I decided to pair it with Opus in a colorway. Is it Evergreen? Yeah, Evergreen. I felt like this were really foresty and worked together to design a shawl. I've tried to work this pattern motif before in a little swatch, and I liked it, but it didn't feel as special as it could be. And I decided to work it with Spin Cycle instead. It is see-through. See-through. So it is a lace pattern, really easy lace. And I striped it with the Spin Cycle and the Opus. So it has a lot of flow. It's really a nice fabric, and I didn't realize how see-through it is. Careful with the needles.
Yes.
Sorry. But it's gonna be an asymmetrical shawl, and you'll get a lot of fabrics that will, like this place will be darker because it will fold on itself, and then a bit see-through. Easy to do. Fun, easy to do. I have a slip stitch on the sides at the top, plus a garter side here just for structured. But I think I did like 3 false start to it, so I've been able to like really work and make it work.
Yeah, to make sure it was not too tight.
Yeah.
And then because that motif is very stretchy, so you want yours, like if you want to be able to stretch it
even more,
you need your edges to be stretchy as well.
And as you see, when I was making it,
I see it
on white.
On white. Ooh.
So when I was making it, this part I wasn't sure because it was disappearing, but the fact that now it's going back into brown, if I'm able to go.
So annoying.
I know, it's just.
I don't see it anymore.
Because
Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
want it to have like a fun feel to it, but if it disappeared, I'm like, is it worth doing two colors? But now I'm back at going brown, so I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I got other ones. I think it's gonna take like three skein of spin cycle and maybe two of opus. That's what I'm aiming to. If it takes only two, awesome. Otherwise, three would be the goal. The goal. But yeah.
Yep.
Um, that's what I love about Yarn Festival is discovering new things, and this colorway just spoke to me. And it's not something I would usually go for, but there you go.
Very nice.
That's
it.
that's it.
That's it for all the
I
bits.
did a lot of things. Yep.
Yes. Well, and I just worked on one thing. We've mentioned it briefly. We've placed an order with Hide and Hammer because most of the bags were sold out, so we're waiting for that. And at the same time, because it was asked by 2 customers at least, we opened a little pre-order for those adorable little baskets. They're entirely made of leather and with like little brass hardware. It has our Les Garçons here engraved in it or embossed in it, both sides. Yeah. So,
They were supposed to be our shopping basket,
yeah.
but we find them so pretty that we're using it for display a lot.
Yes. And they're also very great to match with
Yeah.
a little linen tie top. How cute. That color as well. So we have that for like I would say about another week open.
Because this one will be made to order.
Yeah, they're made to order. They will be shipped at the end of October. So if you want one, no pressure, but
They are a pricey object, but they're a collector's object too.
yeah.
We have 3 of them for the shop, and we might have only 2 for the shop because one is gonna be
Yes.
in our home.
Soon.
Soon.
And then in it, I have another surprise.
Is it yarn?
Is it yarn?
Is it yarn? It's
It is yarn. So it's new colorways of Snowdonia by Garçons. It's non-superwash yarn made for socks, basically. Just gonna put a little basket down and give some of the colorways to Max. So there are 5 new undyed colorways. An ecru that we didn't have, and then we have a little marled with the gray, and they'll darker gray, have a little marled with the brown here, just this brown. So new colorways. I'm not gonna name the name
Because these are Welsh, right?
yeah, they're well, this one's called Lily. That's easy.
Harlech. Idwal.
This one is
so none of the pronunciation. My pronunciation
this one
is correct.
Brithier.
It's a
well.
wonderful sock yarn. Tanya's currently knitting a shop for the sample.
A shop for the sample.
A sample for the shop. The Curio sock by Andrea Maurice in Snowdonia. It's a wonderful way of using it. And again, these are 50-gram skeins, so one of each should be enough to make a pair easily because it's a striped sock with little slip stitches. And I know what it looks like, and it's really adorable.
Yes. So, new colorways of Snowdonia stock in the shop. Goes back in the little basket.
And we've also added kits for the For Fuck's Sake sweater. We've added a good quantity for the original one, which has Meredith's gray for the body, and then Edith's Butler, Cardi's Oak, and natural for the body. So that's the OG one. We've also added one like this, where Twilight Sun is the body.
That I don't know.
I think it is. Twilight Sun is the body. Then we have Natural for the foxes, Jill for the another foxes, and then the Louis shade to replace the other blue. So that's kit number 2. Then we have kit number 3, where we have some Crispine, again Jill, Natural, and then the whole body is made with
Jonathan's
Jonathan's
board.
Day. Yeah, we didn't have it here,
Yes.
the DQ, but and final one, because I love using Aleks Squirrel Friend, we have this one too. So you can see better photos of it in the shop right now. It's a wonderful yarn for ceramic
Yes.
colorwork. I'm always repeating myself, but it is. I feel like it's magic when you steam it, because I steam my project every night. Do I?
Multiple times a night.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you for being with us for this
Episode.
episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Let us know what you did your whole summer.
Yeah.
Was it a summer like Vincent, where less knitting was done, or a summer like me, where you've been knitting all the time?
Like Vincent, the brat.
The
Is
brat.
that- Was it a brat summer?
Was it a brat summer?
Thank you again. We'll
Yep.
see you soon. And
Have a good 2 weeks.
bye.
Bye.
Hey, Lola.
Come on, Pantene Pro V.
Well,